I feel like Jim would be in public, like, and they give him math, and like at one point, some point in the day, he's like full fetal position in the middle of an aisle, like math, math,
Like screaming, math,
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 math.
math.
Hi, I'm Billy.
And I'm Jimmy.
We are the Bulk and Skull of podcasting, and we want to welcome you to the numbskullery that is the Zeo to Hero podcast.
Where creators and fans come together to share their love of their fandoms.
Welcome to this episode of Zeo to Hero. Who am I kidding? Why am I introducing ourselves? Y'all follow us. It pops up. Recommended. Y'all hit play. Who am I kidding? Anyways, I'm here with Jim the Yeti. The only man.
Ha 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 ha! You're so hilarious! Ha 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 ha! You kid so hard! Ha 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 ha
Hold
ha!
on, you haven't got to hear my insult yet.
Oh yeah, do it then. Come
But okay, I'm joined with Jim, the Yeti, and the only man I know that has a phobia for calendars because their days are numbered.
I'm done. All right, guys, we're turning the show off. We'll catch you guys later.
Delete the server. Delete it all.
Deleting everything. Okay, that
So-
was
So we have a guest today returning for a long time. He came all the way to America for this one. Shut up, Ty. You're in America. So
America.
So we are joined with Ty, as known on YouTube under the channel Tai Tiger, where he does his audio dramas.
Well, first off, very strange looking America. It looks very much like my room.
Hey, it's
Hey,
night
hey,
here too, so
come on. People
can't get confused.
on,
It's all
man.
good.
True.
It looks the same.
Only slight difference is in about 4 hours, the sun's going to start rising here.
Hey,
So-
that's what happens here too. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's
What's
literally almost 9 o'clock here, and the sun's still up. What are we living in? This is a
Summer?
weird. This is a weird simulation.
it's, yeah, that's
I
very true.
keep reporting bugs to the Matrix people. They don't ever
Yeah.
fix anything.
Please,
Like, guys,
somebody
fix it.
red pill us. Come on, man.
I like that figure. It's a report.
Wait, wasn't
That's
the
funny.
blue pill? No, the red pill woke you up. Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
if they
red
took
pill,
both?
got blue pill, put you to sleep. Yeah.
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 Blue pill would solve your insulin.
All right, just go sit in the corner, Billy.
Yeah. I'm already in the corner. All right. Let's do it.
Exactly.
So, Ty, tell us a little bit about you, because you kind of you started dropping this stuff lately.
Yep.
What has the inspiration been behind it? Let's hear a little bit about what you got, because I know that you have a couple different ones. I've heard of different ones so far. So
Yep.
I'll let you describe that.
Well, the YouTube channel is called Tiger Tales, and I've been writing fan fiction for stuff for years. I just never really thought of doing anything with it. And to tell you the absolute truth, it was actually Willie, or Cosplay Dude 637, as people know him.
There's Doctor Cosplay Dude.
Yeah,
Doctor
Doctor
Cosplay
Cosplay
Dude.
Dude. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He listening to him, and like obviously I listened to the podcast and stuff. I started listening to his stories and everything. I started talking to him about it, and he told me how he does it and stuff. I was started thinking, I actually could do this, you know. So I started I wrote the first chapter for my Power Ranger one, uploaded it. It got like 20 views within a day, something like that. JP commented on it, and like people started like giving me good reviews and stuff. I thought, okay, I'm gonna start continuing. I'm now on like chapter 7, chapter 8 on my Power Ranger one, and because they're getting good views and stuff, I've started like delving into other fiction that I'm like kind of a fan of. Pokemon, Walking Dead's up next. I'm looking forward to doing the Walking Dead one. I can give it.
Surprisingly,
wanna-
in Walking Dead, everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Everyone is dead, and no one's.
Do you want to name drop your Power Rangers fan fiction?
My Power Rangers called Power Rangers Future Foundation, and the best way to describe it is think of the powers that we already know, but the next generation of Power Rangers following the teams that we're gonna.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
And
Jim,
and chapter 7 just came out as of recording this, and the big bad got a name. So it's
No
the
You want
story.
spoilers for everyone?
Yeah, story's getting there. So.
Yeah. So I haven't got to listen to the Pokemon one yet, but it's on my list. because when I'm at work, I like to listen to the YouTube one or like any
He-
other ones I got going
He's
on.
at
Yeah.
work. He runs his AirPods dry.
Oh, dude, I kill my AirPods like before
Fair.
noon. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's always
He puts them
something.
to work.
Oh, they're screaming right now. They're like, "Put me down!"
Like, I'm dying.
Somebody save us!
yeah, yeah.
Like, where's my battery pack at? Oh no.
Well, see, here's the issue. When you buy a new one, do you remember in Toy Story 2 the scene where, or was it Toy Story 1, where Woody has the nightmare of Andy opening the bin and dropping him? It's going to be
Oh,
your
yeah.
AirPods. When you buy a new packet, your old AirPods were like, no,
Yeah.
just falling.
No joke. Yeah. So within a week, I try to split my time up within everybody that like associates with us with like some sort of project that they do.
Mm.
Like I know I don't know his name, but he's in England too. Ghost Cosplay, Ghost Galaxy.
Oh
Cosplay.
yeah.
So he does like live Twitch streaming. So I'll try and watch some of that while I'm at work, and then like your YouTube channel, I'll go through and I'll listen to a couple of them. Podcasts, YouTube videos like of them unboxing. I'd rather just listen because I can't watch a lot.
Dimensional Ranger does unboxing videos.
Yeah, so I'll watch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. No, I like watching people unbox stuff because then I don't have to unbox it myself, and then they can sit in the box.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sit in your boxes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I try to split my time up because I have a lot of free time, like to listen to stuff. So
Yeah, see, I have to travel for 4 hours, 3 days a week to go see my son, and that's the time I headphones in, listen to podcasts. I listen to you guys, and I've started listening to Mark and Red Cornish Ranger and his new stuff, Willie's stuff, and it's just like, I think I burned my my Bluetooth
So
headphones.
it's
a bit
pronounced
dry as well.
Storytime at Cosplay Dude 637.
Yeah.
Just combine everything into one, may as well.
Did y'all hear his last episode? I was like listening to it and I gasped. I was like, Cosplay Dude 637 use profanity. I was like, what?
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
But that was a go. I like that. And then
I need some of the bleep sound I use for all our stuff.
oh yeah,
The
dude,
bleep.
mint. It's mint. Maybe we can let Ty use it too, like in the most spots that he never has anything, like just random sentences. Just
Just input it
Like,
there,
we're-
just for no
it
reason.
just-
Oh right. Oh,
never.
unnecessary censorship.
Yeah.
Just every time we mention any, just bleep
Okay.
that out.
We'll bleep it out. All right. We
It's
can
like,
do
what
that.
about Wales? Oh, it's completely fine. Wales
That's
is fine. No.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Wales,
Ooh.
Scotland, and Ireland are good. Just England alone, just bleep
Yeah.
it. Like, just bleep what I'm saying now, so no one
Yeah.
gets what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're-
wait. Should I bleep other English people's names too?
Oh,
So
God.
that's
This is
Yeah.
going bleep 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 bleep.
Oh
just
yeah.
message you like, "Am I one of the bleeps?"
It's probably gonna be like, what happened?
Yeah. What happened?
Hi, this is Ben from Baker Rangers, and we are a part of the network of Zeo to Hero. So if you like what you're hearing from Jim and Billy, then come check us out. Baker Rangers on YouTube or wherever you find your podcast.
Let's get back in this. All right, Billy, bring us back into
Okay.
Super Mega Force, your favorite season.
Oh God, no.
This was like, oh yeah, let's go back in this one show. Like we invited these guys to be on the show. They came on. They're like, yeah, you want to come back and do a review with the Power Ranger season with us? And this asshole was like, let's do Samurai. I'm like,
Dude, I was hyped about it. I was like, let's do Samurai, dude. I was sitting there swinging my
and
sword. I
then
was like, hell
sitting
yeah,
there
brother.
watching Samurai. I'm like, but this season fucking sucks. God, Billy, you suck.
A lot of people were shocked that Samurai even got adapted because it's very
Yeah.
like the Super Sentai is very Japanese.
very
orientated,
Japanese related,
very
yeah.
Japanese orientated.
And so I'm rewatching it. I'm like halfway through I'm on season 2 Super Samurai. I'm like, it sucks.
Yeah,
See, a lot like to be fair, one thing that really annoyed me about Samurai was Lauren. If you take away all the nuisance, Lauren's actually a very good character, but
Yeah.
she's put
Yeah.
in such a terrible scenario.
Yeah.
Like she's very good at like looking upset and like drastic. She's very confident yet very
Yeah.
like subtle. And I'm sat there thinking, love, you're in the wrong place. You need to be put in a
Okay.
different
Yeah.
season.
Did you read the comics
And-
yet?
I haven't read the comics now.
Okay, so there's an arc in the comics where Jason and Laura get together.
Oh yeah,
They're like team leaders together, and then it mysteriously just goes away.
Guess
Because the
what?
writers were like, "Oh, we did not realize Laura's like 22 and Jason was still like 15."
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That's
They're
funny.
sitting there like in a panel. They're like, "Yeah, we didn't realize this until after we wrote it, and then we just made it disappear because."
That's funny.
And yeah.
This is
So,
exactly what happened.
I'm rewatching the season, right? I'm like, there is no developed character
Nope.
development. What happened? Where's Mike? Mike gets the super suit. What is okay? Welcome back to the show, and I'm sorry to inform you guys, but we will be talking about a very dark subject: Super Mega Force and Mega
Oh,
Force.
thank God, it's not Megaforce.
I just said Mega Force. Get your Jay.
Oh
This is
God!
Jay, this is a
Oh,
Power Ranger
no.
podcast. Get your stuff together, okay?
I'm scared.
Blink twice if you need help.
They can't see me if I blink.
All right. So Ty has a really good opinion, or of what do you call it? Theory.
I have a good way of fixing one of the issues that a lot of fans have with Super Mega Force. So
Do go on.
Is it that it exists?
well, I was going to say to scrap it all together, but apparently I'm not allowed to say that.
Or is it scrapping Troy and putting Jim Carrey as Troy?
That would work. That would actually work. I'm not
Can we
gonna
do the
lie.
Eggman showing back up?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go watch Sonic.
You know what?
Let's just leave.
Okay, pause it. We'll revisit this after we watch Sonic. Okay, so let us hear this theory about Mega Force.
Right, everyone just shiver for a second. It's fine. Okay, so
Very
as
upset.
we know, obviously Power Rangers is adapted from Super Sentai, and the people who came up with Super Mega Force was there. They thought it'd be a brilliant idea to bring in certain Super Sentai Rangers that we've never seen before. And Gosei says they're legacy Rangers, air
Oh
quotes.
yes.
That's
right.
hidden powers. So I can't take credit for this. I saw this somewhere else, but I thought it was an absolutely brilliant idea. What if Orion, he finds his Super Mega Force key on his planet, which is nowhere near Earth? What if he found the air quote legacy Ranger keys, and they're actually Rangers from his planet? They're actually legacy Rangers from his planet, and that's why we end up with these random ass Rangers that are just appeared out. Instead of just appearing out of nowhere, we actually give them a reason why they have them.
First, you air quotations are so fast you're clipping your camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, really though, it makes kind of sense, yeah. But they also their legacy powers, which could be from another planet. We do have alien rangers. We do have this in space rangers, Lost Galaxy Rangers. We have rangers on from different planets who have different
Mercury
origin story.
Ranger, he's technically an alien, isn't he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, like there's rangers from all over the place. They could be different rangers from different planets. They could also be, Earth Rangers, because we only have the Ranger power coins in Ford. There could have been other Ranger sets as well. Ninja's been around forever.
Oh yeah.
And he was only inventing the power coins.
Yeah.
There was many different ways to morph.
It watching, because I've been watching Power Rangers stuff lately. The Dino Charge is they get their powers from meteor. Their time from the dinosaurs. Apparently to Tommy,
they get their powers to the Zeo powers.
Apparently to Tommy, the Dino Thunder gems apparently came from the meteorites that crashed and killed all the dinosaurs. So like you take different aspects. Starting the powers have been around for ages and ages and ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. There's been, the joke is that the powers came from the Zeo powers.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know how to answer a question, just say Zeo powers.
Makes a lot of sense.
What happens? Zeo powers.
Why is Alpha Squeaky Zeo powers?
Zeo powers.
That's the exact answer right there. Yeah.
Why do Power Ranger suits have zippers on the back? Zeo powers.
Wait, why is Jaden such a sucky character? Zeo powers.
Zeo powers. Now the next thing, we're all gonna have to say Zeo powers at the same time, right? Why is the Green Samurai Ranger the strongest Green Power Ranger of all time? Zeo powers.
Zeo powers.
Y'all failed me. God dang it! How
Actually,
I
no,
can't-
that is a
when
good
y'all
point.
can't even
Actually,
meet social cues. No.
So I wasn't making attention to what?
Zeo powers.
Zeo powers. That's just gonna be our response now to everything.
Oh my god, let's do it. Let's make
Yeah.
that a response. We can make stickers and stuff to go with it.
Anytime someone asks a question with a question mark, you have
Yes.
to have a bot that just pops up Zeo powers.
Zeo
I
powers.
can do that. I can do it. I can do it. Yeah.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm watching you one because that is so annoying.
I love that one.
And the haiku bot. Get rid of
Oh,
that.
the
too.
haiku bot. Oh my
Get rid of
days.
that too.
I
I'm
love
tired
that one
of
too.
making
Calm down.
haikus.
So
haiku
he's talking about
bots,
the
man.
Discord server. I have placed a few bots in the Discord server to entertain people, like the haiku bot.
You can also find that at discord.zeotohero.com. Yes. No personal
or
plugs.com.
I believe this will work too. Discord.nopersonalplugs.com.
There you go.
That one should work as well.
So
So it doesn't matter if like okay, so I set it up to anytime you type in nopersonalplugs.com, it auto redirects to Zeo to Hero. And then whatever you put in front of it will auto redirect to whatever I have in front of zeotohero.com. So if you type in discord.nopersonalplugs.com, it should automatically take you to the Discord server.
that's brilliant.
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
You're like a
This is
small
what I do
mad
in my free
genius.
time.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, so Zeo powers.
Zeo
Yes.
powers?
That's actually a good idea. That was a good. I haven't heard that one before. How he would have the legendary keys.
Well, he
Yeah.
shows up. He doesn't have. He only has his key.
Yeah,
right.
that's
when
true.
he shows up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he apparently he finds it and then does some like Oliver Queen shit where he's just like on his planet training for ages, and then
Yeah,
Yeah,
somehow
well, his planet was dying
apparently
too, right?
yeah, but he apparently magically hits a ship out of the sky with a slingshot.
What the?
Yeah,
heck?
I remember that. Yeah, that was noting.
I haven't seen Super Mega Force, so I don't know. I've heard bad stuff, so I was like,
All
I'll stay
right,
away
well,
from it.
Billy, you're a host of a Power Rangers podcast, and you haven't seen Super Mega Force.
Hey, the hype's real, dog.
You're a lucky man.
You have saved yourself a good 40 episodes of
Oh God.
Just hard to watch.
dot
Yeah.
dot
You
dot.
know what?
Yeah.
Zeo powers.
Zeo powers.
Yeah,
Watch,
Actually, no, technically
watch-
speaking, yes, because they can turn into Zeo Rangers. So technically
yeah.
speaking, that
Do
fits.
they ever turn the Zeo Power Rangers?
I don't think so.
I think not when it aired, but on the DVD there's like an extra fight scene with one of the main villains, and I think Zeo Blue is seen or Zeo Green is seen, but only once, and it's literally all you see is the punch. That's all
Oh.
you see, and then they switch back to another ranger.
Yeah,
Huh.
because they even avoided those powers in Gokaiger.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like we got it one time in Gokaiger. Watch Gokaiger, by the way. Gokaiger is a lot of fun.
Yes, Gokai is brilliant. I really like Gokai.
there's
It's a lot
a-
better.
There's a fight scene in Gokaiger where he changes all red forms.
Yep.
Like
That was
every
pretty fun,
single
yeah.
red form in one fight scene, and it's absolute. And I absolutely love it, and I actually want to see the season because of that. Just that.
It's
Plus,
well worth it. I
I like
watched it when
that-
it aired, and it was so much fun.
Whoever voices the pronunciation of the names is just like he's like
Yeah.
like 5-man. I can't do it like he
Yeah,
does.
he's
it.
so
it's
hyped.
so
He's
so
so-
pronounced and
yeah.
so well done. You just can't copy it.
And
It's
the same-
it's almost like he's excited that they've chosen
Yeah.
those powers.
Yeah, and like same thing with like Common Rider, the whoever voices like the like if you ever watch like 01, whenever he does the power, there's a Japanese voice, but he announces it in
Very
English.
pronounced English accent.
Very pronounced, and I absolutely love like the voicing that guy does.
So there was a joke when I was in school that I was in college at the time Gokaiger aired, and one of my buddies was watching it as well. And there was a joke that like my wedding, like they were gonna do Gokaiger voices and stuff for my wedding.
That's great.
I actually started annoying people because I was watching Kamen Rider W, I think it's called.
Oh yes.
And you know when they click that thing, it goes
Yeah.
like Joker. I kept on doing
Yeah.
that over and over again.
I-
I'm like just walking around the place just
Oh, yeah.
saying the different words, and everyone just kept on looking at me like, "What the f- are you doing?" And I'm like, "You don't understand."
I gotta remove my voice filter right here. But have you seen Fudo Pie yet?
No, I haven't. I can't find it anywhere. It's so
Dude,
annoying.
It's so good. I
I
watched
can't
it.
find it.
Discussing non-illegal ways to watch things.
Yeah, only 2 episodes right now, but it's very good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
As
a lot
an
of
adult,
reading, subtitles. Ugh.
Oh
I
no,
hate
I
subtitles.
watched all of Gokaiger with subtitles.
Yeah, I was gonna
with
say
fan
I've watched
subs.
Go. I've also watched the I can't never remember the flipping name of it. The one with all the star signs where they have
Oh yeah.
whichever one that was called.
Star Knight or whatever it's called. The whatever it's called.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Okay.
the Super Sentai season where they all got all their powers are different star signs.
Oh,
The
different.
orange is the Scorpio. There's the blue wolf or something.
You talking about
the one that Power Rangers apparently will never adapt is because it's just too like apparently it's too goofy. Apparently that's the reason.
not Kira
Oh.
Major, but
Yeah, Kira Major.
Is it?
no, Kira Major's the one with the crystals.
Oh yeah, that's.
Don't tell me I got this. I just was
Well,
talking
I can't tell you. I don't know.
yeah, this is gonna hurt my head.
Doesn't most things hurt your head?
Yeah, a lot, especially thinking.
Yes.
Fair.
It takes a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
You need a loading bar like pop up on you like whenever you're thinking. It's like a loading screen.
Uchi Sentai Kira Ranger.
Kira Ranger.
Yeah, Kira Ranger.
Kira Ranger, and then it's Kira Major after that. And then, God
Yeah.
dang it.
The
Then
Super
Warrior
Sentai
Soldier.
names are a bit like
Yeah.
eh.
They name them very odd. Yeah, but yeah, Kira
Well,
Major.
Yeah, that's
Q Ranger. Q Ranger.
Toku Ranger. I want to see that one. I haven't got around to it yet. The what trains?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Someone
I haven't
said,
seen
like,
it.
I like trains.
they said,
I hate Twain.
we had a conversation on TikTok Live one day, and they're like, well, why can't they do the train Sentai? I was like, well, in America, trains don't sell very well to, like, kids, you know, like,
Yeah.
the audience.
They do
and
brilliant here, I think.
Yeah. And,
yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Europe, yes. In America,
And this
Yeah.
guy.
we have a fascination on hating trains.
Yeah. The guy that was on the live, he was like, no, that's untrue because if you look at Thomas the Train, I was like, Thomas the
I
Train?
saw that.
No.
Thomas the Train was English, first of all.
English.
It
Yes,
was
it
made
was,
in
yeah.
England. It was
yeah, I
adapted
was
to
like-
Canada, and it came over here.
But I was
And
like, yeah,
actually,
that's...
the actual proper name, sorry, Englishman here, Thomas the Tank Engine. Thank you.
We're Americans. We call it Thomas
Yeah.
the Train.
We only speak in bald eagle over here, buddy.
Fair. Well, it's actually quite funny. The me in the Discord a little while ago, Jim, me and you were talking about morphers and like who the most powerful Ranger teams.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how technically speaking, Mystic Force are like practically like the strongest. I took
Yeah.
that because on my actual gaming channel, I've got a video coming out of the 5 most unique morphers, and because of the conversation I had with you, the Mystic morphers are actually on that list.
Did you call us out? Say, go check out the Zeo to Hero Discord and stuff.
When I talk about the Mystic Morphos, I was like, I can't take credit for this. This is actually Jim's fault.
Yeah.
Blame Jim.
Think about it, like it's just random number combinations. Is all it is.
Yeah, and they can
like,
learn practically anything. Yeah.
The genie changed the world without even using a single bit of his power.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like, it's fine,
I mean,
whatever. Change the world.
Antonio and Samurai did that too. He was able to program a black box with the keys.
Yeah, but Antonio, it still drained his actual physical power.
Yes, yeah, it drained
Yes.
him. Yeah.
But in Mystic Force, it doesn't drain them physically.
Hmm.
Like they're fine. Like just using magic. Magic.
Interesting.
Which
Okay.
which the only thing I did like about Mystic Force is the whole believe and you shall do it.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That like
but
take away that, I actually quite liked the show. Actually, it wasn't too bad.
I'm gonna go with kids show. So sometimes like we get some silly things, which is fine. But like,
Well, maybe Power Rangers shouldn't be made for kids and us people instead. God damn it, children get in the way.
Yeah, exactly.
damn children.
I'm 32 years old and I need something to fill the void in my life.
That's a fair statement.
Now the question is for Mystic Force is, do they really have a 6th Ranger in Mystic Force?
I'd say yeah.
No,
Well, they got Solaris Knight. You have
okay.
the Winter Witch,
Okay.
which is Udana. Then you have
Don't they have Leobone? Leobone?
Leobone, which is his
Yeah,
dad.
whatever. Yeah.
And then you have that lady who's the gatekeeper, who's overpowered for all good reasons,
Mhm.
but she's kind of an idiot.
I like
Well,
that. She's kind of an idiot.
technically, I would say Solaris Knight was their 6th.
Technically, it would be the 6th, but like, is he
Well,
really technically a
Yeah.
6th ranger?
Is that?
Technically speaking, Solaris Knight would be the 6th Ranger, and Udana and whatever the blimmin' name his name is, wouldn't they be classed as auxiliary rangers? Because they're rangers, they're just not.
And they also don't have
Around all the time.
morphers, so
Yeah.
Oh,
my theory is that they have a morpher, they're a ranger.
Well, see,
Like
this is
Magna Defender.
like if they have a morpher and they have a morphing sequence, which okay, LeBron don't, but it technically does, and yeah, I mean that technically means they're a Power Ranger because
Like Magna Defender has a morphing sequence. Robo Knight doesn't.
I wouldn't say Robo Knight's a 6th Ranger
Nuh-uh, me neither.
because
Yeah,
he's
not.
also
He's
he's
a
also
robot with no feelings.
excuse
and
me,
likes
Operation
hip-hop.
Overdrive. He's a robot.
I don't
Oh my
care.
God.
Clearly, I did not care about Operation Overdrive.
Operation Overdrive sucked.
The one thing I care about it is the fact Sentinel Knight is overpowered. It can manipulate entirely the morphing grid, and yet he doesn't
Yep.
do it to fix it. He can manipulate it
Oh
all,
no!
all day long.
He brought in 5 other Rangers for
Yeah,
no
he
fucking
can
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can manipulate that. He can restore powers to their fullest potential.
Yep.
But he can't fix the morphing grid. But he can bring them back and restore powers to
See,
the Rangers. Like
the-
Kira
the-
comes back, her powers are destroyed. They were gone. So
Yep.
did Tori. Her powers are gone too.
Adam's morpher was damaged
Broken,
and dangerous
Yeah.
to morph.
Yeah. And Bridge wasn't even born yet. Well, he was just born, so they need to pull his ass at a time.
Which time
So,
traveling
yeah.
is actually like frowned upon.
Which is okay. So the weird part I heard was that Tori and Bridge knew each other. So how would they know each other though?
Because Dino Thunder crossed over with SPD.
Yeah.
So
Kira-
Kira and
Oh no,
Bridge
yeah,
would know each
Kira,
other.
Kira,
Kira,
and
Yeah,
Bridge.
like,
Kira and
Tori,
Bridge
Tori
were
never met. Yeah,
I was gonna
Tori
say.
never meet them.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Kira and Bridge knew each other in that that crossover on Overdrive.
Even though Kira went to the future and had her memory erased, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bridge came back to the past and erased their memory when he left.
Exactly. So how do they know?
So clearly, we can assume
Zeo
that
powers.
SPD
Zeo powers.
Zeo powers.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right.
If you liked Mark as the Red Cornish Ranger, you might like the Zeo to Hero podcast. The Red Cornish Ranger is a proud partner of the Zeo to Hero network.
If you want to see more of our partners, like Baker Rangers, Neon Lights, and other friends of the show, follow us on all the socials at Zeo to Hero. Yay.
Technically speaking, Robo Knight isn't a 6th Ranger. But he does have a Zord though.
He is a Zord. He's not, doesn't have a Zord. He is a Zord.
Robo Knight?
Yeah.
Okay.
See that's confusing because the morphing grid would make Zords, but does that mean Robo Knight can tap into the morphing grid?
Robo Knight Zord.
I actually had a random theory. Is like, the morphing grid. I don't know. But anyways, my theory was the difference between the morphing grid and how do they get the powers from the morphing grid and how do they get powers from man-made morphers.
He is a freaking Zord. He's the headpiece for the freaking Zord.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, see, that's the thing though, because there's multiple ways people have gotten their powers, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
like SPD's made.
Yes.
Then you've got magical enhance like Mystic Force.
Yes.
Then you've got like weird
YSPD
concept
was
like
made.
then you've got weird concept like Jungle Fury. Technically speaking, is like machine, but also spirit, and that's confusing. Then you've got actual morphing abilities like the power coins, the Zeo Crystal, blah blah.
Yes.
It's loads of different concepts. That's the confusing
Yeah.
part. There's no solid answer
So-
because it taps into all of them.
The one
Because of Zeo powers.
Zeo powers.
yeah.
But at every season, or every time the morphing grid's brought up, it's always said the morphing grid could take the form and shape of whatever it needs to take to steal information and powers. So the glasses from Jungle Fury were
Lol.
was part of the morphing grid. They were weird too. I don't know more. But all it was a focal point for the spirit energy, and all the stuff along with it. Like even the elephant, the rhino nexus, the dagger that Dominic got later, was an ancient device that controlled an ancient Megazord, which kind of makes no sense because if you think about like ancient Megazord, shouldn't Megazords be robotic and not ancient and more recent?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with morphing grid and Zeo powers.
What's a morpher that you completely just despise? For me, it's the Jungle Fury sunglasses.
Oh, morpher, but I've more
make no sense.
Yeah, that's very true. Which
samurai morphers.
Okay, all right.
See, this is the thing though. The Super Sentai versions of both Jungle Fury and Samurai, I quite like. The whole brush thing makes sense with the whole
totally makes sense.
The Geki Rangers knuckle things, that was also cool. But as soon as they're adapted, it's just like, eh.
You get the stupid non-folding cell phone in Samurai.
Yep.
Like they sit there with a full-size cell phone doing kanji in the air.
But Lauren had a paintbrush.
She's the one who had a paintbrush. The rest of them had stupid cell phones.
Well, apparently the theory is the reason why Lauren got a paintbrush is because she's better at the symbol abilities.
That's I assume they just ran out of props.
That too, that could have done it.
Well, I mean, they have hinted Super Sentai before. Dino Thunder had the whole episode where the Rangers watched Super Sentai and then just mocked it completely.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That was actually really funny. I love that episode.
Yeah, that's a good episode. A morpher that I despise. Ooh, yeah, Jungle Fury is definitely up there. The one thing that makes no sense, like Jim said about being a focal point. Why is there so many different ones for each team then? Like, look at Ninja Storm, Jungle Fury. Most of the time, whenever there's 3 Rangers and they build up RPM, why is there so many different ones then?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I don't like silver and gold from RPM. I don't understand.
Do you not like the characters, or just don't like their morphers?
Just the morphers. It's just like the morphers make. I quite like the two. Like they're a bit ditzy and funny.
Wasn't their morphers like a little space shuttle?
Their morphers were like Generation 1 RPM morphers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the original prototype.
Red, blue, and yellow were Generation 2, and Generation 3 was black and black and green. That's my assumption on it because you watch it and like they were talking about how they made those powers first. And stuff.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, it does. It does tell you that. Yeah, they made them first.
Yeah, even though they're numbered 7 and 8.
Which, okay.
Sure. So, like, their morphers were either the very first morphers or the very last morphers made. And so they were the weird ones. And they were lost. So we can assume they were broken at one point and they were fixed later to look more like what they were looking at. And the kids were super into space stuff anyways. So it could just be a continuation of that because Jen and Gemma.
Yeah.
Jen and Gemma were not super like social. So I assume like they're just weird to be weird. And then the RPM Black and Green series, I believe they were made later altogether. Yeah. Like they were just made after Corinth was already made because they couldn't ever find anyone to wear the suit.
Yeah. And I like how they introduced them to. They're not like red whatever their series like operators.
Yeah, the series operators at the end of the series when she gets them all to put their morphers in the casket. She calls them the series operators, and it's a unique way of doing it.
I thought it was really nice. I loved how like she called them the series operators, and then they gave it back over, and then she called them by their real names.
Yeah, she was like, Ziggy, and everyone's like,
dude,
what?
Freaking Dr. K's story is so dark, brutal, and like sad.
See, this is the thing. It's aimed at kids, but it shouldn't be.
Completely aimed at kids. Yeah, and like she's like so emotionally detached from everybody.
Yep.
And like Ziggy and her, that's such a sweet little love story. But like. You see this kid who grows up afraid to like destroy. Like she's already destroyed the world once, so she's afraid of letting anyone know her little secret. And then on top of that, she's afraid of like just everything.
Yeah,
like she's terrified of screwing up that bad again.
The whole like samurai, the super samurai, whenever a series has had a super for some other reason, the villains have stopped being so compelling as well. If you think
Yeah.
about it, because like
Yeah.
when it
Look,
comes
Decay
to
was a great villain.
like when it comes to mentors and villains, you had some like amazing storytelling, like Rancic and the whole like mutant thing. I
Grum
love.
was great.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. And but
Lothar
then
was hilarious.
and then you just go downhill with talking face on the wall as a mentor.
I don't
And-
care if he's friends with Zordon. Don't like that guy.
Well, apparently he's meant to be like his apprentice or something.
Yeah, he
And
just
I'm
laid
sat there
dormant.
thinking, so floating head talks to face on the wall, and you
Yes.
come best of chums and say, hey, look, we've got the same like disabilities. Let's train teenagers into colourful suits.
I like that. I like that term you called it. I never heard that one. Best of
Let's be
chums.
chums.
I'm putting that on a shirt. That's a
Fair.
great one.
All right. Well, yeah, like I don't know. I do not care for Gosei at all whatsoever. He was
One of the biggest issues with I've spoken to someone else about this as well. When it comes to Gosei and Super Mega Force, and obviously like they gain like different Zords because of their legendaries, he doesn't like train them at all. Or like they don't get them for any like reason. RPM is the biggest nuisance. They just go there and find the Zord, and it's not even Cornt either that we see in RPM. It's some just blackened city. You know, it's just black. But like you know, they don't obtain
they
their
have
powers.
to go and like almost die multiple times to get any kind of upgrade.
Yeah, but that's what every ranger does.
Let me rephrase that. So yeah, no, in Super Mega Force, yes, like they just go to a random city, get the RPM car, and do nothing to get it.
And the same with the Lion from Wild Force.
They don't do anything to get their power upgrades at all.
Nope.
There's nothing they do to get anything, and it's so damn annoying because it's like they're not even trying. Like the team doesn't make any sense. And then like freaking Chami comes back. You've done us proud. You are such great Rangers. They didn't do Jack Dilly Gang squat.
Well, it's just like when it comes to like earlier on battleizers, a lot of the battleizer introduction episodes
the one
are very
for Anders
like
almost killed him.
yeah, there's a lot of secondary Zords, especially with like especially when they're animals more. Wild Force,
yeah.
They are in them Jungle Fury. They had to train. That sort of stuff, but then you have Super Mega Force. Oh, here, have a bunch of power for no reason. It's not like your bad guys are like really hard to beat or anything because you can fly
even
through
RPM's like, oh yeah, the seasons before that in RPM they're like, oh yeah, so you're gonna either die or we're gonna make this to a whale. We can change it back to an artillery ship and you could die.
I mean, they've even started bringing back the whole like not exactly earning abilities, but at least like having like
having to work for it.
Yeah, like Dino Fury, the whole when the Gold Ranger gets his little what's it called? I can't remember. The tiny little Zord that he thinks is just shrunk.
Oh yeah.
But it's not. It's actually the baby, and he has to learn that it's not the same Zord. Like he learned a lesson there.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Pocky Zord.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it was
like,
a baby.
He thought it just shrunk, but it's not.
So real quick, are you enjoying Dino Fury? Are you enjoying it?
I am actually. Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
I love it too. I love how they go with different keys.
Yep.
And each key is a different armor ability. I absolutely
don't get me wrong.
that.
I love some decent toy sales.
Oh yeah,
I love that. That's fine.
I love it when production
especially
is more,
when they're
more
about
aimed
it too.
at kids and making money than entertaining. It's great.
Like I want them to end of the season just break the fourth wall and be like, why do we have so many like armors? Like, oh, toy sales. I want them to say that because that would be hilarious.
I just want a full on like heavy metal fight scene with Zed and the Dino Fury Rangers, and then a cut scene to them drinking tea or coffee at a table, realizing the camera's back on them. Zed flips the table back to fighting.
Like, like, whoa!
Wait, hold up! Yeah,
want that to happen.
But it's just like the beginning of the episode. Everyone knows that Zed's coming now. Beginning of the episode, you just see Zed like ordering a coffee from like Starbucks or like Costa or something.
Yeah.
The Red Ranger walk past. Oh, you're right. Yeah. I'll see you back on set. All right. And then he walks away, and then Zed's like, "Hang on a minute."
yeah.
Like, oh man, that'd be great. There's like Starbucks like sitting there. Can we get an Ed Is there an Ed here?
Oh God,
Lord Zed! Ed! We're looking for a Orin Ed.
Or you could flip it and just go Lord Zet da.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
We don't pronounce. We like to pronounce our silent letters.
Can we get? Is there a Lord Zed Double D?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
interesting.
goodness,
I
that would be
actually,
freaking great.
I'm enjoying this new season, even though it's
I think they've done it really well. To be fair,
Yeah.
I mean they've brought back a lot of like character growth. In each Rangers had a good couple episodes, and
Except
Yeah.
for Blue and Pink, they're the only ones who haven't really got a whole lot yet.
yet, but at least they've got something. There's been plenty of Power Ranger teams where some Rangers haven't even gotten an episode really.
Yeah, they don't get nothing.
Mike.
Like Wild Force.
yeah, like
You know,
Samurai
they've-
Mike.
I actually one of my favorite things is we don't have a villain that wants to dominate the world for no reason. It's very Mr. Freeze, where he's actually a bad guy for a good reason. Air
Oh
quote.
yeah,
And
He's
then
a bad guy. He's a bad guy, but not the bad guy.
yeah.
Thanks,
you know,
He
and,
actually-
then that flips on him, and now like
Yeah.
it's completely screwed up in his
And
face. And
And it loves how he like turns heel and helps the Rangers until he becomes Void King.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Void King suit is pretty baller.
Oh yeah. And this
Yeah.
toy sale from it, yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Translucent.
Dude,
figure.
I am thoroughly enjoying. Like, okay, so like I like how this season actually gives us characters, actually gives us like actual story, actually tries to do something that's entertaining for both kids and adults.
yeah.
And like the freaking puns are just on point.
It's almost
I love
like they now understand that adults watch Power Rangers too.
So I do like the fact. So I think they're
Took them
gearing
a few
up.
years, but they're getting there.
Yeah.
So I think they're gearing up for season 31.
Mm.
Because season 30 is going to be next season, right?
Yep.
Right.
And we've already seen some since last season to this season, they've already been doing some of the fight scenes in New Zealand. So they're filming the fight scenes themselves. And that intro fight scene on season 2 where they're running across the rooftops was filmed by Hasbro.
Yes.
Like that was done by them, and
Loved
it
it.
was
Ooh, yeah, it looked good.
awesome.
Yeah.
That
It never showed up in
That-
the Japanese version ever.
that 30 seconds right there, that 30 seconds of season 2. Oh man.
See, I was watching
Sold
it
me.
because I was way behind. I watched the first 3 episodes when they came out, and then like I moved house and everything, so I was like, whoa, I didn't catch up. Like season 2 had already started by the time I started watching it again.
Oh.
So when that scene clicked in, I was like, hang on a minute, this is different.
Like, hold on,
is-
this don't
this-
feel right.
like I've
like
like
this seems
glitched.
good. Like I feel like I might have missed something.
But it's also it's like little things as well, like the comedy duo, whatever her name is, and her android.
Oh,
They're
right,
not
right.
too over the top. They're not too.
And they're
stupid.
actually really nice.
Yeah, like
They're
not
not mean
Yeah,
at
they're not.
all. They're
just
super sweet.
they're comedy, but it's not like, oh my god, here's a bunch of comedy. You know, choke on
Yeah.
this. You
And
know,
the thing is, they're not stupid either. They're really smart.
no,
They're
yeah.
just.
It just
The same
shit
thing
happens.
happened with the two bumbling idiots from Beast Morphers.
Yeah,
what's her name?
Oh yeah.
But they weren't dumb. They weren't dumb at all. They were smart people. They just were really, really clumsy, basically. They were very
No.
clumsy, and even their dad was very intelligent. Like they're really smart people. Just
only- The only thing
accident
I
prone.
really gripe about Dino Fury is the Terra Freeze key. Like how they obtain the Terra Freeze key. It was like passed down from generation
Yeah.
to that lead singer guy, and he's like, if you play tonight with us, I'll give you my necklace.
yeah,
you-
but
you
they
cut-
had to get a really cool rock song in there.
You
because,
couldn't
you know,
do it anyway.
But
They
they,
decided
but the
to make
thing is,
one of the
though,
Rangers
they
an
also
artist.
established each character. You know, got the techie, you got the musician, you got
Oh,
the
yeah.
athletic, you
Yep.
got the news reporter, then you got the alien. So obviously, when it comes to the Black Ranger obtaining the key, they had to go right. How can the Black Ranger, the musician,
yeah,
gain
the
this key? And the first thing, oh yeah,
Okay,
let's bring
so-
the dumbass.
Okay, so as a tech person, I'm very offended by the Blue Ranger in this season
Why?
because he did not wipe that stupid computer that he gave to his mom before it got infected. Like the first thing you do when you win a computer is you wipe it. You reinstall the OS. You don't want any stupid bloatware. Why do you think?
That's
Like
funny.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, what do you not do? Like it's easy to wipe it. Check
Hey,
it for
hey.
hardware.
He's a teenager. He doesn't remember everything. It's okay.
Remember, now we know that he pushes Jimmy's Control Alt Delete buttons.
Yeah.
Sir, he hits my F5 really hard.
No.
Like, I'm still mad about that, but he's such a jerk. But he's so he grows on you. Ollie grows on you. He does.
Yeah, the Lord Zed, I like the fact how they didn't end, because like Lord Zed just appeared, then he was like someone's for a little while, and then he
Bleep that out.
and then he was like, right, I'm gonna go and find my staff, and then they announced that the Gold Ranger woke up to help stop Lord Zed, but yet Lord Zed still hasn't turned up anywhere. So I like that they're just like building upon it.
I am waiting for him to show back up and just curb some people. Be like, yeah, bye.
My biggest fear is that like the whole Void Queen thing is gonna end, and then Lord Zed's gonna be like the last 2 episodes. If that happens, and then it's like,
I've already seen the spoilers, so I already know what's gonna happen.
Don't you say anything.
I'm not gonna say
well
nothing.
done, Billy.
Do it.
Congratulations.
I hate.
Don't worry.
God, YouTube. There's some YouTube people that's already leaked it from like Mexico and stuff.
Okay, well, I'm not watching those. I don't want to get into it yet. But what I would like to see, and I know everybody's already like knows the spoilers. I would like to see Lord Zed show back up and just destroy the Dino Fury powers.
Close.
Just wreck them and be like, "What are you gonna do about it? I'm Lord Zed. I'm at my peak, most powerful right now.
Well,
I already destroyed the Beast Morphers.
How is he back though?
Well, he got brought back
Time
from
travel.
Time travel.
Yeah, time thing. Yeah,
Zeo powers.
Yeah, because a lot of people would. Because I did a TikTok talking about the fact that I'm really season 2 is like really good, and it's really annoying how like I still don't have to wait for them to bring up the last half. And someone questioned me about Lord Zed. I was kind of thinking, oh yeah, he's a good guy now, isn't he? But and then I remember that like you had that monster in it that.
Remember when he goes, like when he disappears, he's like, I'm gonna go find my staff, and he's like just dips off.
Where would his staff be?
Okay, so this is where it's gonna tie in the crossover. There's gonna be a crossover with another team and another villain that knows how to get to that point.
Because it was with the Beast Morphers, wasn't it?
Yes.
So, it's in his chamber.
And I think it's going to be what it's Sprocket. What's his name? Scrozzle.
So you're gonna get Scrozzle and you're gonna get Beast Morphers team up.
Nice.
And you're gonna get some brainwashing, stuff like that. So you're gonna see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
And I just want all these powers to be wrecked.
There's a lot of crossovers that they never really touched, isn't there?
Yeah. You'll see it though. It's gonna be cool.
What I want to see powers getting wrecked. I want them to be like all hope is lost. I want Turbo to be like happening again. Like all hope is lost, and we have like we're running away, and we barely scrape by with these new powers, which. I think Rocky should show back up and be like, Zed, we have some talking to do.
You've got a thing for Rocky the last few days, haven't you?
I do. He's a nice guy.
That's the thing. What I mean by like it's aimed at kids, but also us older fans, because Lord Zed will be a way of introducing kids to the fact that he's actually one of the very first villains. He's one of them anyway. Go watch this. But for us, it's oh my god, Lord Zed's back!
So,
like, holy moly!
So what they're seeing, the kids are seeing, is the strongest point Zed was when we were kids. We got
he was already
a watered down version of Zed. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting because the parents nowadays they're not gonna write in.
Yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, this guy's scary.
This guy's too scary. No.
Yeah, I know. Like it was too scary for parents. Like Zed was too scary. They had to dull him down a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Between like the first 5 episodes. So if you go back and rewatch season 2, when Zed shows up and then he like disappears for a little bit and he comes right back and he's way less evil looking. Yeah, that's why. Parents are freaking out. They're like, oh my god, I can't watch this. Our kids can't watch this. He's too scary. It was a great entrance though.
Yeah.
Just shows up the command center like, Zordon, we're friends.
Ish.
You're gonna die.
Well, it's like during I think it's Mystic Force. They actually made it so there's less fisted body contact because apparently it was too violent. That's why it's a lot of explosions and spell casting and stuff, not so much like hand.
Well, that was also that actually started happening in Ninja Storm actually,
which makes no sense because Ninja Storm you'd think there'd be a lot of hand-to-hand combat.
You would think that, yeah. But it was the directors. the stunt coordinator start doing that because it was easier to do explosions than it was to hire like fighting stunt actors.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you see a lot more explosions and stuff like that because it looked cooler and it was
They've
way
also
cheaper.
went for a phase of using really random sound effects for certain moves.
Yeah.
Operation Overdrive had that
that
as
was
well.
a Disney thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
Disney was
like they
"Oh,
started
yeah."
having like random. They sound almost like lasers for certain like
Yeah.
moves and attacks and stuff.
Because
I'm like, why?
they had to prove that it wasn't it was Disney they freaked out with Tommy as well, like Jason David Frank coming back
Yeah,
for Dino Thunder and like who like Hiya and stuff like that, his Hayas.
Oh yeah,
They
got
freaked
cut.
out about that.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
Mr. David Frank, you need to stop cussing. And
Yeah.
he's like,
Hiya?
what?
I'm not
I'm saying
cussing.
Hiya, guys.
Yeah.
Hence why, okay, so there's like a good chunk of like 10 episodes, you don't even hear him say Hiya
Yeah.
Mm.
at all. And that's why.
Fair.
So it's the same thing. Disney just overreacted really quickly because they're like, "Oh no, this show's super violent," and this is back in like,
And now they're doing an 18 rated Blade movie.
yeah. Well, that's Marvel. That's
That's-
not Disney because Disney directly owned Power Rangers, not like how it's Marvel now. Marvel's parent company is Disney, but Marvel still has directive control over its content.
True.
Literally, Disney was like, Marvel, here's money, do something with it. And same thing with same thing with Star Wars. They're like, here's money, do something with it. But Star Wars isn't in the same boat as Marvel, where Dave Filoni isn't at the helm for Star Wars,
Mm.
which I really wish he was the helm of Star Wars because that would make Star Wars so much better. Clone Wars is great.
We don't talk about Star Wars.
Well,
Me-
like
me
you
and
saw
Ben,
the
me and Ben had
Mandalorian.
this joke as well. We just won't talk about Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, like you got the Mandalorian. Dave Filoni was at the helm for that, and it was
Mm.
great. And the rest of it, not so much.
Oh yeah.
If you are enjoying the silky sounds of plastic being clipped together, scraped, sanded, and painted, come on over to the Zeo to Hero podcast, where you can check out Billy and myself, the Vulcan School of Podcasting, seductively tell you how we're right about Power Rangers.
So Ty, I heard that you got some voice acting work going on for you.
Get out of your mom's basement!
Jim, don't talk about his mother like that.
Your mother!
Yeah, doing your mama jokes was a really awkward for you two.
No, not really.
No.
You'll be surprised.
Jim, your mother.
Your mother! Your mom went to college!
And on that note, she did.
I was actually going to ask you, did she actually go to college?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep,
Oh,
sure does.
She has 2 degrees.
Nice.
2 degrees.
Really proud that she got them.
But so yes, I'm glad that y'all are enjoying that. Me and Jim tried our best at voice acting. But Ty, tell us about yours because I know that you are in a couple shows actually.
Yeah, I've been approached by Willie. I'm going to be in his fairy tale drama.
It's pronounced Cosplay Dude 637.
Doctor Cosplay Dude 637.
Doctor Cosplay.
Doctor.
So
Doctor.
once talking to him, Red Corner Stranger came to me and asked me to be in his Doctor Who stuff.
Okay.
I've actually got 2 roles actually. He asked
Who
me
you play?
to play a character, which I'm now a bit like, don't know if I can do this character, but I'm gonna try.
Which one?
He's asked me to be Mr. Spock.
Ah,
in one of
Oh
the
yeah,
games.
no,
okay.
you're gonna.
Yeah.
It's
And
gonna
I'm-
fail miserably.
And I'm that's
Yeah.
what I'm. Hey, we're agreeing here. I'm not gonna disagree with you. I think I'm gonna fail terribly.
It's the most
but,
logical point that you might fail at this.
like, yes, exactly. And then
Wait, are you doing old Spock or new Spock?
I don't know yet. I just know I'm
Or
doing.
TVs. Can I just
I'm
do-
just doing a Spock.
Can I just do a Spock in the voice of William Shatner?
Why am I scared?
Because you're about to get it. Live long and prosper. No, that didn't
Fair.
even go well. No, never mind.
Nope.
Just scratch that
Swing and a
idea.
miss?
I'm gonna let Ty
Oh.
stick to the voice acting. You go out there, killer.
And then away from Zeo to Hero, because apparently there's more Power Ranger stuff than Zeo to Hero.
Uh-huh.
You
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm playing a villain for someone else's audio drama. I'm playing Finster, the Claymaker from Mighty
Okay.
Morphin, but his own version of him. And then I'm also writing JP's Power Ranger 7 Seas audio drama. I'm actually the writer for it. So, 'cause
oh,
he,
You want to
he,
name
he
drop
liked
the other
my,
one you're working on?
yeah, he liked my stuff, and he actually messaged me on Instagram and asked me if I could write for him. I was like, yeah, cool. Which one? He's like, have this, and I literally had about 8 emails in a row from JP of all the information that I need. I'm just like, that's a lot of stuff to read through, and he's like, it's fine. It doesn't need to come out until the end of next year. And I'm like, all right, okay,
Wow.
that's fine. I've got plenty of time.
Don't freak out, man. Get it together.
Don't freak out, dude. Don't freak out. Don't do it. Breathe. Okay. Wait. So whose audio drum are you working with for Finster?
Yeah.
Hang on, I don't actually know his actual name. I don't think he's on any of us, but on TikTok, give me a second, I will tell you his name on TikTok. He's got a male version of Rita Repulsa, called Lord Repulsa, and he's made Mighty Morphin. Can you shut up, TikTok, please? He's made Mighty Morphin, but with new colors and dinosaurs. So there's like a white Brachiosaurus, and stuff like that. It's actually really clever. He's got artwork done for it. There's plenty of us voice actors. His name on TikTok is Jester for Fools. That's Jester, the number 4 and Fools.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Finster, and I actually auditioned for it. He quite liked the way that I do it, because I do a very like menacing sort of like almost like the best way to put it is I kind of sound like I'm trying to kiss everyone's feet. Like I sound like I'm trying to like please people. I've got my lines has to be in by the 14th. Same with Mark. Actually, I've got a lot of recording to do by the 14th of August.
You got 4 days, man.
You got
4
it.
days.
No pressure.
Yep. No pressure.
Honestly, all the
Fine.
pressure. We're gonna pressure you.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers.
Yeah.
Don't worry. There's plenty of pressure to go around.
You're on the Discord, so we'll do it. We got you.
Are you under some kind of service pressure?
Huh?
That was a great song. A really fun song.
Oh, a really bad joke too.
Oh, don't worry. We don't talk about burrito either. It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We got you.
Done with you guys.
Yeah. Dead to me.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
How are we gonna close this one out, dog?
I was gonna say we have Ty cry in the corner, but
Sounds reasonable.
Hey, I do that on a daily basis. I don't need to practice.
I didn't say we were practicing.
I was thinking like, give us all you got.
What, me crying in the corner? Well,
Yeah.
If I do that, then everyone's gonna know that I'm sad and depressed. People need to believe I'm okay.
Don't worry, we won't amplify it.
We won't.
Don't worry,
amplify
I
it.
won't make it. Don't worry, I won't make it the promo video.
just like everywhere, just has me crying in the corner, literally.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Zero to Hero with one of our long distance.
Wait, are we friends?
Not accepting phone charges. Ty from all the way from nowhere in England. I don't know where. I don't know. So
He lives in this little area
somewhere.
called Wales.
Yeah, somewhere.
And
Yeah.
it's essentially the Alabama of the UK.
Uh-huh.
And the UK is the Alabama of the EU.
We're not a part of EU anymore.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Fair.
Yeah. They're a part of the IOU now.
Oh, damn.
they thought they were Texas, but they're really Alabama.
So, thanks again, Ty, for coming on tonight with us.
Always a pleasure.
I mean, even though the time difference, good
Yeah.
Lord. You know, definitely plug your, I don't know, what you got any shout outs? You want to plug yourself? I mean, you probably already talked about everything about you already, but definitely give another one.
Okay, so if you guys like the thought of my story stuff, that's Tiger Tales on YouTube. Come check me out on TikTok. That's Tai Tiger 777. Had to use my brain then. That's dangerous. And my gaming channel is Tai Tiger.
Do you do Twitch streamings or just YouTube?
I'm just YouTube at the minute.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was like,
Look at that. He's all confused.
I was like, you
777.
can stream on YouTube?
Yep. I record,
We
I
have
edit,
streamed on
I
YouTube
live stream.
many times.
Don't. Don't patronize me.
I will patronize you all day long. You are a solid purple.
I don't know where that was going, but okay.
You know what? Now you're a solid yellow.
Thanks. Thanks, bud. Anyways, Jim, do you have anything last to say? Anywhere to find us?
No personalplugs.com.
Don't look it up, guys. You're gonna error 404. You know.
You know where to find us all at. Zeo to Hero across the board everywhere. And on Twitch, it's Zeo to Hero, one word. And if you want to, you can find my personal stuff, aka Bruchacho at Not So Funny Jim across the board. Billy, where can people find you at?
You can find me in my room watching TV. Sometimes from 8 to 5, I do minimal work. You know, a lot of lunchtime. You know,
he gets paid the big bucks to sit around and do nothing.
Pretty much. But yeah, you can find us at Zeo to Hero. You can find me on my personal of One Texas Billy on Twitter.
I said no personalplugs.com.
We're personal plugging, buddy. But that's basically it.
I feel
you know, it's on the twat. All right. Thanks again, guys, for listening. And let us silky smooth our way out of this one.
Don't you go calling in for Jacob.
Okay. Bye.
It annihilates two things. It gets rid of some food and kills someone you don't
and
like.
You don't get murder charges.
Exactly. Well, you can end up with second-degree murder charges, but
and you may not better cook you may not better cook in any restaurant ever again. But
never. Nah. Yeah.
Like
it's okay. It's a loss. It's fun.
Well, if you kill more than two people, you get involuntary manslaughter.
At this point, this is all premeditated, so we should shut up.
It's all recorded too. Run!
Damn.